Work. Mastitis means work to me, seriously.
Money, pretty much. I think mastitis means money and time.
The amount of time we put into the cows, the drugs that we put into the cows, the lost production.
Well, it's the heart of our business. Milking cows is the heart of our business, and if we don't keep that udder healthy, we're losing.
I guess we thought we knew what we were doing with mastitis, but the more and more I've done with DairySmart, the more I've learnt about how to handle mastitis.
Before DairySmart came along, and especially Chris, probably, I had no idea I could find a mastitis cow, and we always had mastitis cows, but when it came to doing anything about it, it was throw a drug at it and hope for the best and hope that it's going to work.
When mastitis is really like taking over your cows and becoming a problem, it is really hard to keep control of and really snowballs pretty quickly. If anything, it took more courage to actually reach out to say I had a problem. I don't like having problems I can't fix. I don't like asking for help, but I knew I needed help. Especially when I was just only managing it and I still had 70 odd mastitis cows.
We used to use herd test results and they were just so far out of whack compared to doing individual milk sampling. It wasn't funny.
You sort of throw your hands in the air and sort of think, well, what am I doing wrong? Like what have I done wrong to create this problem? And yeah, thanks to DairySmart, we've been able to change that tenfold, yeah.
Was probably a little bit skeptical for a wee while there. Sort of thought, shit, this sounds like a lot of hard work. We're pretty busy as it is. But yeah, it only took one calving to realise it made my life a lot easier, Yeah.
Well, just being able to understand what it is and why they've got it too. It's easy to say that you've got a mastitis cow, but why did that cow get mastitis?
Working with DairySmart has changed our guys' attitudes to mastitis, and that they actually know what they're doing, and so therefore it has empowered them, and it's just a different world when you actually know what you're doing and why.
Now with culturing, my staff actually do a lot of it, so we're all on WhatsApp. They'll take my samples away that I've sampled that morning and they'll culture them and go back the next day, take a photo. Within a couple of minutes I've got an answer. It's awesome.
When you do use the Jupiter setup that he's got, and it does tell you what he's, what the pathogen of the milk is, I'm not throwing a drug at it and not getting any result.
When we do treat them, we are treating the right bug with the right drug.
I think we've had 9 days where we haven't been under 150,000 cell count, and we've had our first time ever of 83.
Now that we have done it for 2 years, our antibiotic resistance has dropped, and that's huge, and that when we do treat them, our results are better.
We're saving a lot of time, we're saving cows, we're not killing cows like we used to for the fact that they've either had mastitis or they won't get in calf.
Because the number of cows you're treating is reduced and the information you got's a lot more accurate, the dry off process is a lot quicker.
The way we dry off cows now is it's pretty amazing, using a quarter of the antibiotics and getting a twice as good result. That's the big one,
We've treated next to no cows this year, touch wood. We've treated 3 cows, 2 at the start and 1 just last week, so it's it's a game changer, yeah.
Oh, the relief. Yeah, the relief of it is just phenomenal. One thing is just to trust in the system and believing that you can have a go at something new, because that's something that us farmers probably struggle with a little bit, and believing someone else that walks onto your farm trying to sell you something.
When you've got time, say after Christmas, do your homework, read up, understand it, talk to some farmers, and get on board, start testing them and see what you think. Start with a high cell count if that's what you want to do, and take it from there. You might be surprised. I'd say you will be surprised, definitely.